Hello, and welcome to the Otaku Clubhouse. And this is Sink or Swim. What is Sink or Swim? Well, it's where we discuss anime, video games, movies, and just about whatever media catches our eye. Then give our first impressions of them. From top to bottom, we give our ratings of a swim, a tread, a float, a drowning, and at worst, a sink. Comments are always welcome, and of course, we're waiting to hear what you have to say too. Let's get into it. So we just finished watching the first episode of Muv-Luv Alternative. I'm just going to break this down in the simplest way possible. Muv-Luv is essentially an alternate reality based on the idea of these creatures known as Beta attacking Earth and pushing humanity to its brink. It takes place in, I believe, at least according to what I'm reading, 1970s, which that seems a bit far back, right, Hawk?
Well, that's when the Beta first made contact on Earth, but humanity was fighting it on, I think, the moon since like the 50s.
Jeez. Okay, but yeah, so the simplest way of explaining this story is originally it was a visual novel meant to be literally just a visual novel, just cute girls and you're picking them up and stuff like that. And eventually there was almost like a joke part to the series that ended up becoming the main attraction to the series for Muv-Luv, much like with a few other visual novels and games around the time.
Very funny how that happened. It was just a generic eroge, to be 100% clear. And then the next part is like, yeah, but what if there was like a war and all these girls that you liked were like in the military fighting against aliens? It turned into 20 years later. I don't know. When did the first Muv-Luv come out?
Like early 2000s?
Yeah, so it's been about 20 years. The adaptation anime has come out. A lot of things have changed, most notably the art style. And before anybody else says anything, you know, the old Muv-Luv art style is iconic, if anything else. But iconic doesn't always necessarily mean good. A lot of people memed, I believe Akuma calls them the satellite dishes and the hairstyles of the main girls. And this remake goes with a notably more generic, typical anime art style. So what do you guys think about the way that Muv-Luv Alternative looks?
Well, I'll get ahead of Hawkaiser because I know that he's burning with some kind of weird passion for Muv-Luv that has grown over a very weird period of his life. But I'd say that it looks acceptable. It's not particularly great in any way. It is very much generic. Even if you don't know what Muv-Luv is, I can promise you if you're into like animes from any point in like the last 10 years, you've at least seen Maya and Sumika. Muv-Luv even now is still a very popular series, so you've at least seen the characters.
They stand out.
Yeah, and like I can definitely see how this would upset some people. It'd be like if you were watching Fate Stay and suddenly Saber didn't have her fucking ahoge or something. It'd be like, what that doesn't, something's not right.
It would be like watching Fate Stay and all the female characters look different.
Yeah, I mean, yes, actually, but I can understand it throwing off some people. So, let's just hear what he says. Let's hear what Hawkaiser says.
Alright. Before anything else, let's get this out of the way, man. The art style for the visual novels for Muv-Luv, true Kino. You know which character is which character when you see them. You know that they have their fucking air intakes. That's what it's supposed to be, because in Muv-Luv, the TSFs, the robots that are fighting the Beta, they have the names and the iconic features of fighter planes from the modern era. Okay, that's why you see Sumika and Marimo, and you see all these characters with fucking air intakes for hair, and it makes sense. It's cool, it's quirky for this specific series. It makes it stand out. Okay, when I see these redesigns that they've been showing since they fucking announced it, it disgusts me. Like Akuma said, if you took away Saber's ahoge, if you fucking gave her a fucking little speck of hair just sticking out, who the fuck would this character be? You don't know who that is. It's some random blonde bitch. It's disrespectful for the people who love the original property to do such a drastic change. And it does look absolutely generic. This could be any other fucking anime and you wouldn't know what it is. It's stupid. Disrespectful.
So the art style was upgraded anyways.
Kill yourself.
Let's move on to the plot. The plot of this first episode seems to be like anime original. Doesn't happen in the visual novel. But it's setting up the story of Muv-Luv, so you can really get a glimpse into the world. We're in 1998, so about 20 some years have passed since the Beta first invaded Earth, and humanity has been reduced to like 1 or 2 billion people at this point. So basically, shredded. And the only reason why anybody is still alive, I guess, would be because of the oceans and stuff. Otherwise, there are a form of the Beta. They come in multiple forms. Like there's Fortress class Beta, which transport the other Betas around, and there's like Soldier class Betas. They're the one who chomp niggas' heads off. And then there's these particularly annoying Beta called the Laser class, and they're probably one of the more distinctive ones, if not tied with the Soldier class because of some specific events that happen. But the Laser Beta basically are the playground bullies who are like, no, you can't fly, no flying, we'll shoot you down, we'll look at you weird. A big key point of the plot of Muv-Luv is how they can't fucking easily travel around because anytime they get so high, the fucking laser class just snitch on you like, a teacher! Just shoot you down from the sky. So I think the way the beta, and they're mostly represented in 3D CG in the anime, I think the beta look alright. I think the story, the plot of them just being super oppressive and the last dregs of humanity, like everybody. Well, hold on. Why isn't everybody enrolled into the military at this point?
Probably it's a logistics nightmare.
Well, so is surviving
I
when
think
you're being invaded by the beta.
I think most men have died fighting, so the ratio of men to women is skewed.
No, that's just because it's eroge. It's based on.
Well, no. That's part of the plot that most men.
Yeah, I know why
have
it's
died
a part
early
of the plot,
on.
so you can have a harem.
Well,
fuck off.
I had mentioned while we were watching it, this is something that's really started to get to me when it comes to things like Muv-Luv and somewhat of Attack on Titan. Whenever you have something with a military backdrop, and yet you also have kind of like the wacky, silly anime booby suits and whatnot.
Tone is undermining what the plot is saying.
Exactly. It's just like, this is something that normally shouldn't really bug me, but maybe it's the fact that you put them very much in like military clothes that immediately, like, when I see the main character of the first episode zipping up her top and you see her boobs jiggle, and it's like, I get that she has boobs, but she's also wearing fucking military fatigues. Like,
every female character they've shown in this anime has big boobs and big butt, and they're in a skin tight suit. So,
yes, it's especially skin tight.
It's
like
cool.
It's fucking.
Shut up.
It's more so. I mean, to Muv-Luv's credit, they don't just leave it only to the women. They don't just only have the women in the fucking super skin tight leather suits and shit. They have the men in them too.
Well, on that point, I want to point out that these niggas redesigned the fucking suits for no reason. They don't have the chin strap that goes all the way around. They just get the little fucking cheek things on. I don't know if that was an animation error or they just said, yeah, we gotta show more of the character's fucking face for no goddamn reason.
What do you mean? It's been 20 years.
It's been 20 years, but the designs were timeless.
No, they
perfect.
weren't.
Yes, they were.
They clearly weren't.
Who is this for? Is this for some fucking Zoomers? For Zoomers to come in and not watch the show? To betray the people who was riding and dying for the show? Come on now.
So, full disclosure, Hawkwing has recently read all of the Muv-Luv VNs, and
it changed my life. It changed my fucking life.
Very, very attached to the series at this point. So if you're getting a glimpse of bias, you don't have to.
I would also like to point out. I would also like to point out for people who don't know Hawk, when initially the first real exposure that we had to Muv-Luv outside of memes and whatnot growing up was probably Total Eclipse.
Well, it was the Total Eclipse anime, which was kind of bad. It was garbage.
Kinda.
Right? It was garbage. And when I just on a whim went bought the VNs last year, it changed my life.
Wasn't that this year?
No, it was like last year, early this year, something like that, bro. But I played
time
through.
is fucking.
I played through extra. I played through unlimited, and I played through alternative. Truly, Kino trilogy had me in tears. It was too good. My wives, my harem of Marimo and Maya, those are the two best girls. Don't at me, you know what I'm saying? And bro, the anime. Let's stick to the anime. This is not for people who like the visual novel. We already know this.
You can't say that based on the first episode.
I can say that based on the first. The fact that they had an anime exclusive first episode.
It's called exposition. It's called setting up the universe.
You could have set up the universe if you would have animated unlimited and extra. You can't enjoy alternative. You can't
animate those. No,
yes, you can. No, you can. But what I will say, the TSFs, of course, they look cool. Timeless designs. They haven't fucked with those, as I know for now. I don't think they fucked with the. I believe that was the Geki Shins. That was in the first episode. They look good. The 3D CG on them looks good. They move how they're supposed to for the most part.
The only thing that's timeless about Muv-Luv, and I'll be 100%. This is my bias, but the only thing that's timeless and Kino about Muv-Luv is the mecha design. So, of course, they wouldn't alter that. They wouldn't have to. Let's get along. There's just a few more things that we should talk about. There was music in this. There's an insert song that played during this.
And I nearly had a fucking heart attack when I heard it.
At first, we're like, "Who is that? Is that Sawano?" But then Akuma looked it up while we were watching the anime. No, it's just like some white dude, bro. Some white dude living his dreams.
Evan Call.
Call,
some
bro.
White dude from fucking California. Apparently, he has like a lot of fucking credits to him.
What is this?
I'm genuinely surprised that just like some dude. I was like, who's doing this music? I was like, there's no way. There was no way in my mind that if this company had gotten Sawano on the soundtrack that they wouldn't have been fucking posting about it like every single day. Oh, it's got Sawano. Oh, it's a Sawano piece, because that's basically what everybody does. But no, it's just some dude named Evan Call, and he's fucking living his life. Credit to him. Fucking doing music for a bunch of different animes. He's done music for Schwarzenmarken as well.
Just some dude named Jack Garland pulling out his phone, playing.
Stop this. Listen.
Okay.
The soundtrack, I have no faith in it. They've disrespected the real fans by not having Jam Project do the opening. You're probably not even gonna hear Crash play once. They're probably gonna fuck up the goddamn the Sarogashima Hive. It's over, bro. This is not for Muv-Luv fans. This is for Zoomers.
Shut up.
The first episode
judge
was
this
for
episode
Zoomers.
by what it is, not what it will be, bro.
Don't tell me what to do.
All right, then I'll judge it first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a float. It wasn't a bad first episode. Things looked all right. The beta looked all right. The 3D CG. That doesn't bother me as much as it bothers everyone else. I did see some weird clipping that Gato pointed out where like you can see them kind of glide across the ground, but I'm not sure if that's just how beta move or not. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say it was alright. It was a nice way of establishing some of the tone. Although I do wish that if you're gonna have like the beta going around fucking chomping the shit out of people, show it to some degree. Like, it felt like they had people dying in the first episode, but no, you never really saw anything too gruesome.
Yeah, from that point, yeah, I agree. I also give this a float. As far as the Gar went, like, I have a bias against Muv-Luv. Like, I'm just gonna put another fucking elephant in the room. I hate Muv-Luv. I don't hate Muv-Luv. I really hate what Muv-Luv does, bro. I hate the pointless gore. I hate the hopelessness of it. But as far as this anime went, I feel like they had a moment of it, the first episode, but they didn't really go, and I'm sure that will change as the anime progresses, which is why I'm really like, I can go either way on this, but objectively, I'll give it a float. I feel like what they are aiming to accomplish is to get new people into Muv-Luv, because it's a 20 fucking year old series, and a lot of people don't know about it. And not a lot of people are gonna just randomly buy the games on Steam, bro, and just have a life-changing experience. So, this anime, we'll see how it pans out. You can go, Hawkaiser.
Okay. If I detach myself from my love of Muv-Luv, if I detach myself from my marriage to my wife, Maya, and my other wife, Marimo, okay, then I will have to say, objectively speaking, after watching the first episode, it wasn't garbage, right? If I was just some regular ass nigga from like California or New York or some shit, I would see the show, it has robots in it, you know, it's got some bitches with big titties in it, you know, the action looked alright, the aliens looked creepy enough, the soundtrack, you know, it wasn't bumping or nothing. It's a float. It's there. It's an anime. I would watch it.
Alright, well, I want to say one more thing beforehand, just to let everybody know, a little behind the scenes. The reason we're starting with this is because Hawkaiser basically screamed at us until we watched
three times. We were deciding which one of the season we were going to do first, so this is going to come out first, and hopefully you guys like it. If you hate it, thumbs us down, leave it in the comments that Hawkaiser is a big stupid poo-poo pee-pee head and he likes jet engine bitches and all that jazz.
Tell him how he's a true beta.
If you are a true Muv-Luv fan, you will boycott this forever.
Don't boycott the video though.
Yeah, don't boycott the video. Like the video, share it around, and comment. Let us know what you think. But for now, we'll catch you guys in the next one.